Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today I wanted to take the time to talk about the SOD resurgence and how many people are coming back to it, talking about it. I see it everywhere. A lot of people are very hyped for Phase 7 or even Phase 8 if we get Kara and the Scarlet Enclave after that, but it is all looking to be really good. And one of the biggest requested things was, what should I do as a returning player? So today's video is going to be exactly that, covering all the new things, system changes, stuff you just need to know about, and things you should do as a returning player. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the biggest thing, and probably the most important thing that they actually just recently added, is in every single start zone, as well as every single capital city, there is a rune broker character, and this rune broker will sell you every single rune in the game for your character, every single one that they can use, for just 1 copper per. This is great if you're starting a new character. This is great if you're coming back to the game. Like me right here, I'm a druid. You guys are about to go watch me get the 8 runes that I am missing, because I never really did the in-game runes for the other class or the other specs. So I'm going to go right over here to the rune broker in Orgrimmar and show you this little system, because this is probably the greatest quality of life improvement that they have done. And at this point in the game, most people had got their runes. They had went there and done it all. And so now you can see it even shows runes that I already know. It even reads them out. So it is just super simple and easy to do. Like, you can just go right here and you can buy all these runes that you need to learn, and then you can just start learning them. And just like that, we have all of the runes that I was missing on my druid, because mainly they're for the other specs. Obviously I have all my main spec runes, but it's just something that's really cool to see. And as you can see, we just have a new character right here, level 1 Orc Hunter, coming here and learning all his runes. I don't know why he came to Org, because they are in every starting zone as well, but just a massive quality of life change is probably the biggest improvement for people coming back. So, you know, if you come back, you don't have to sort of go after all your runes and stuff. Now, going into that, look at this. This is a /who here of the Barons 1 to 30. Like, we fill that with 50 people, and that is just absolutely awesome. You'll love to see that. Here is, we'll do Duratar as well, just to show you guys how awesome this is. Like, 40 people 1 to 30 in Duratar right now, and that is just something that is insane. Like, most people are actually up here leveling, they're doing the early game zones, they're playing SOD again, and I think it's mainly due to that hype of the Scarlet Enclave raid, as well as Next Rammus looking really, really fun and enjoyable. So those things are just absolutely awesome to see. I personally love to see it, and the stuff is going really, really good. And so I really wanted to point that out and show you just how big this hype is and people actually coming back to play SOD. Then a big thing that happened while you guys were gone was in Phase 4, or right before Phase 4 launch, I don't remember the exact date, we had the Mega Server Merger. So they pretty much locked every realm that was not the chosen PvE and the chosen PvP one for the servers. So here on North America, the chosen PvP realm is Crusader Strike, and as you can see, I'm Crusader Strike Horde, and I have been Crusader Strike Horde the entire time. So I didn't have to move, but everyone pretty much came here. And as you can see, like, Orgrimmar's popping right now, but everyone had to come to a server. So I would recommend that you guys take the time to find your people. I'm sure you are in Discords, I'm sure you were there. Like, you can very easily find where your people went and the people you've been playing and raiding SOD with, and it won't be too hard to find them, I hope. But definitely know where your people went. Don't log in and be like, where'd everyone go? Why is this dead? They probably moved to those mega servers, so just be aware of that. And if you plan on transferring, a cool tip that you can do is you can definitely take advantage of those servers being essentially dead and farm a ton of materials and gold and just things that you want to bring over before you come over, because you can stockpile lots of materials, resources at an alarming rate, because you essentially have every farm uncontested. So what I would do is make a level 1 character on the destination realm that you are going to, and I would go and scout that auction house, find things that are really good that are on there that are selling at a great rate, and then I would go farm it on that character before you transfer, so you have a nice amount of gold, as well as I would get as much gold and stuff as you can, resources. If you have like a guild bank, if you have alts, if you have anything, just transfer it over to that character before you bring it over. You can transfer your entire character sheet, so it's not too crazy, but whatever you want to do, you can sort of do that there. And like, you know, if you only are rating on one character and you have a bunch of alts, just use your alts as characters to bring over. You can do that strategy as many times as you want. So just something to sort of help you out with the gold making side of things, because things are pretty expensive, but gold is really inflated and really easy to farm. You can literally just go out there and do pretty much any profession, anything, any gold farm is viable, especially with AQ and the new stuff out. So there are some core gameplay changes that happens, mainly with raiding here, as well as the PvP event, and Stranglethorn was also updated to level 60 and having current level 60 gear for you guys to sort of do things with. So all of these sod raids are now scaled to 20 players, but allow 40, meaning you can bring 25 into MC, you can bring 35 into MC. They experimented with this in Phase 4 with the world bosses of Azurgos, Onyxia, and Kazakh. However, they did not sort of implement it with the core main raids with MC and BWL until later, and now we see that you are allowed to bring 40 people into AQ, you're allowed to bring 40 people into MC, you're allowed to bring 40 people into BWL, which I think is really good for the game. It allows guilds to be incredibly more flexible. It's probably the best change they have made in a while for me and the Shad Saviors, because I had more people to run 2 raids. Like, I had 40 people to run 2 raids with people's alts and stuff, and the second raid just was always, you know, having callouts, having people that would burn out, subbing out, and now, like, I can field an active bench and have people come. So we went down to 1 raid, but we have 1 raid of, like, 25 to 30 people, and if people can't make it, it's no big deal. We can just sort of sub them out. So just a really awesome change for, you know, players' health and people going out there to be able to do what they want and have a nice, enjoyable experience and just sort of play WoW and have fun. Then the next one is the real system and materials acquisition and stuff. With the AQ phase, they added an entire new level of crafting with all kinds of new materials to get and new items to craft and make, and it's been really good. And then the Tarnished Undermine Reel system, this is the pretty much biggest catch-up mechanic you will ever see. So these are Tarnished Undermine Reels, and pretty much from every dungeon boss, as well as every boss in the game, it drops these reels that is not current content. So the AQ bosses do not drop these, however BWL bosses do, MC bosses do, all of the Thunderin, Kazakh, Oni, Azurgos, pretty much any previous phase content drop these Tarnished Undermine Reels, and it is a great way to get back into the game and to go buy gear, as well as get some really nice, you know, get your feet on the ground. It's incentivized to help other people too that need them and gear up with the dungeon system or whatever, Prebis, whatever they're going about, because they are able to, you know, like for me, I can go buy mystery boxes that contain idols that contain those new AQ mats for gold. And then probably another thing, if you guys have not been paying attention, is world buffs are pretty much no longer a big deal. Most guilds that you are in will drop world buffs for you, so you really don't even have to go get world buffs. I know a lot of people in my guild unfortunately don't even have their world buffs boon. While it can be very nice if you like die, something goes wrong, to have your own personal set of world buffs, you really don't need to go get them because of these world buff items. So this came with the AQ event, and essentially you turn in any of these events and you use the combinations, and then you can use these combinations. And normally you had to go to a bunch of people to turn it in, but actually right now here in Orgrimmar you can just turn them in for all the items. You had to do a world tour. It was a big process, took a lot of time, and I really hated it and despised it. But we see, you know, the devs hear our pleas, they see us failing, and they have actually added it into the game. So if you're a raider, you can go ahead and turn them in and bring them if you really want to, you know, earn those extra brownie points. But I know someone actually commented on this when I brought it up last time, is like they're rewarding extra SRs for people that bring world buffs to a raid. So like you can get a full set and bring it there. It does cost some gold, but if you have skinning, rugged leather is the best thing to do. So you can literally just go farm rugged leather and get plenty of that in order to turn it in. But anyway, guys, those are just the biggest changes, the checklist, the things you guys should be doing if you are returning to SOD. I think this the Phase 7 announcement, as well as the hints at Karazhan Crypts or Scarlet Enclave, regardless if they're in Phase 7 or if they're Phase 8, I think that really got me hyped up. It really energized the player base as well as the rune system. Pretty much people can come in here and go and play, and as you can see, Orgrimmar is packed. We're seeing multiple layers on the server. I showed you the /who of actually seeing 50 plus people in the low level zones leveling. That right there is just such an awesome thing to see. So anyway, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, anything like to add, any advice you'd like me to give you, definitely drop it down below and I will do my best to answer all of them. But until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey you. Yes you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.